And hello once again, my friends, and welcome back to our Cities Skylines Let's Play series. As we left off in the previous episode, we reached a population of 1,400 people, and as such we'd been given a bit of a bonus to our bank balance. So with that bonus now in our pockets, let's get a police station down. Now we probably want to try and get the police station to be somewhere central. Try and get a bit of coverage everywhere. If we have it somewhere here on the major road, it should help try and increase the spread of the access here. There we go. It's getting into the industrial area slightly, and it's got very good coverage over here in the residential. Right, so we'll put that down there. Right, so that's taking a hit in our bank balance. Now we also changed the industrial park over here over to being a tree park or a forestry area. So what this is going to do is this is going to eventually alleviate a lot of the pollution here. It doesn't really help that we've got the landfill over here. That will have to go. But yes, that will alleviate the pollution, and it will give us a bit of a green industry there. So that will start to build up soon, and then once we resume, which will start actually getting us back in the positive budget. And we've got a bit of demand for commercial and residential. So as we discussed in previous episodes, I don't want any residential to actually be connected to this road here. So what we might do is, we don't want any. Actually, yeah, I've got commercial there. I'm happy to keep commercial, so we will dezone all of that there. And we'll put commercial probably up to about there. Now I don't want to go right up against, I think it's the medical centre there. We'll leave 2 blocks, that should be enough for a road. Fantastic. So have that commercial there, and then we'll get road tool, and we'll just continue this down a bit further to about there. A bit further. I don't want to actually join up to. Just continue that further. I don't want to actually join up to that road over there. I just want to have it coming down, a bit of like a place there. It can go down, turn around. The commercial can come off this if it feels like it. But it allows us to double back on the commercial over here. Fantastic. And like so. So we don't have it over there. It shouldn't come off there, which won't affect that intersection. And then we just use the fill tool and fill that up. Now what I wanted to do over here is I want to get road access through there like that. So like an intersection there isn't too bad. It does make this very gritty and a couple of intersections over a short distance, but hopefully it won't get too busy along there. Alright, so we've got rid of a bit of residential there. Now lastly, just for cosmetic reasons, I want to just get rid of that line there. In theory, that should probably despawn all these houses, and they should respawn, or at least a house similar to it, just facing the other way, coming off this road. So we may take a bit of a hit in our population with losing the houses there and having to reshape those. So to counteract that, I might put a road, say, along here, Move there. That's alright. Fantastic. And it goes on there. No. Doesn't like that. Okay. All those tall. Extend that down a bit. Extend that down a bit. Now we should be right there. Okay, extend that as well. Alright, there we go. Eventually got there. We used up a lot of credit, so we're not getting back. Now we can fill that in. Alright. Now I want to try here. If we go like that, I might be able to get that other school in there. Yes, I can with that. Currently don't have the funds for it, but I can get the school in there, and we can just have the residential there. And then next to it might get a bit of one of the new parks unlocked. So we have a look at this one. It's a little bit too big. This one still too big. There's a nice small one somewhere in here. It's almost the right size. We'll wait until we get a bit of funds there and I'll have a look. So let's resume back into it. Spent enough time planning. As we just watch the traffic go by. Yeah, so the residential here is, for the most part, has disappeared. Commercial comes in there. So as we watch the over here and watch the industrial regrow, so I can see a lot of the previous factories that were there have been now getting replaced by tree plantations. This one's even turned some of those trees into planks. Fantastic. So we're still taking a bit more of a hit. We're just turned into the positives financially. However, we've just gone and lost about 150, 160 people. So hopefully, I'll just check to make sure there's water. Yep, and power should be fine there as well. Now we've got enough power to power the town for a bit further, a bit longer, and enough water. So as we let this build up, alright, so our budget started to build up a fair bit again, and we're slowly getting back towards the 1400 people we had at the start of the episode. Alright, so as we get the money in, we're starting to be able to have a look at some of these parks we unlocked. This one here looks like a nice park. Ah, the Japanese garden. Pirates Plaza, another nice one. Basketball court, I believe, yeah. Basketball court. Yeah, carousel parks and bouncy castle parks. Also, another really useful tool is the footpath tool, the pavement path tool. These allow your pedestrians to take somewhat more direct routes to and from places. As you can see, there is a lot of foot traffic along here. As we watch this person here, the uneducated child resides there. Is a elementary school student and is currently going to the convenience store. So they live all over here, which is some hike, and they're headed to that convenience store, which unfortunately they're having to take a very undirect path. So let's use that footpath tool and pardon me. Right, so we get the footpath tool. We'll start it here, and we'll just use the page up to raise it. Start closer. Drop. Now we come across. So evaluation from over there, and then if we get it to come down there, it should hook up nicely to that road, like so. And now people should be able to take that footpath for a somewhat more direct access from residential to that street and those commercial shops. So let's see how that goes. See if we can get some foot traffic along here. See if indeed it does actually. There we go. First couple of people coming from convenience stores. Currently going home and heading here. So, absolutely, it's helped make that path a little bit shorter for them. That's another one of the really cool tools that have been added to this game, which I find really help build the city simulation up. Feels like a more I could do that. Yeah, it feels like a more realistic type of city now that you can have sort of footpaths and that. Feels good. Alright, so we've got a ridiculous high demand for residential currently, and we're slowly building up. We need to get 24,000 before we can get our high school. Now as we have a look at the elementary school, we have a capacity of 300 people, but we've got about 297 students currently, so it's currently at a good level. But as we start to fill this residential demand, we'll probably get a few people who aren't getting educated who could be educated, so it's something we'll have to keep an eye on. So as we have a look at our water planning, we've got a lot of water headed that way, but I don't want to send too much down residential this way. I'm going to try and leave this if possible for commercial, so we can have a bit of a commercial buffer in between the residential and the industrial. So we'll probably have to extend this pipe down here. Limiting the overlap as much as possible. Continue that as well. Fantastic. And we're from about here, I think. There we go. And we'll get back into the road tool. Now, as it stands, these people are probably going to have a hard time going from this major road here, going all the way down here to get to the house. So I probably need to get a more direct path. So if we get this coming along here, I don't plan on putting any houses or anything down on this road. It's just going to be a more direct path from this end of the residential to that major road. Now what we will do is get back to this tool here, the single lane both direction road. The 2-lane road, in fact, one might say. And just extend this out like so. And then fill this. Alright. Get rid of that one. Not needed. And in fact, we could probably just join that up to there. Alright, so this should help to meet our residential demand. As I said, I don't want to go too far this way. I'm happy with that there. We can use that as somewhat of a natural boundary between the residential and the commercial here. We are getting a bit low on power here, so I might save up our money to get another power plant. So this is what our industry is now turned into. As you can sort of see on the ground, a lot of the pollution is now gone. We have a look at the ground overlay there. See that the pollution color is starting to get a bit more towards the white of everywhere else. Obviously, things like the landfill here aren't helping, but we can get rid of that soon when we unlock the incineration plant, which looks like you need to get a population of 7,000 people. So still a fair way to go, but we'll be reaching that soon enough. Right, now we also unlock the ability to buy a tile. So where do we want to go? As we head back in, obviously to continue my residential, it wouldn't be a bad idea to just buy this tile. It means it's real easy to just extend the residential out that way. And probably even also extend this major road down that way as well. So an option. Of course, we could go this way, try and capture that whole, I don't know, what is it, lake, I guess? The lake that goes into a river, into the ocean. We could try and capture that. Also north, which will continue on, looks like this resource. Now, should we have a look at the resources here? So it's ore resource, that's what it is. It's ore resource with what looks like a bit of fertile land down here. So what we can do is we might actually have a look. Yeah, so we haven't unlocked the ore resource yet. We still need to, the ore industry yet. We still need to get to a population of 2,400. So that might be our goal for next episode. See if we can't get to that population of 2,400 and turn that into an ore industry. So as I think what we might do is we might actually buy that one so we can utilise that whole ore industry moving forward. So, what do we need? 4,200 to buy it. It's gonna cause issues with the 6,000 we need for the power plant. So let's head back in. Get this windmill now, wind turbine. And still can't. Oh, was that an 8? No, it's a 6. I still can't find 8 megawatts on that side, so we'll stick to this side. Another 8 megawatts over there. Alright, and as we get close to that 4,200 mark, we'll buy that other tile. Here we go. So we get this one here. Yeah, it does have a fair bit of ore there. Got a lot of trees and a lot of fertile land. A lot of oil. Yep, we'll purchase that one for now. Fantastic. We'll go back in. Have a look at those resources again. Yeah, so we're going to have all that forestry area that we can work with. There's fertile land here and here. And when we dig up this ore under here, probably find there's some more fertile land under there as well, which we should be able to utilise. Alright, so if we get this road continuing down here, and then more. Wait for the money to come in. Fantastic. We can get some more residential down. So that. The bulldoze tool. That one there. That one there. That. Put that over there for now. Fantastic. And we'll probably just get road coming off here as well. And for zoning, we'll just go 3, 4. Like that. Get them to come off there. Make sure it's got a little bit more water on this end. Build up the funds for this. That in. Alright, well, I might leave it here for now, my friends, but we'll continue this on, and thank you all for watching. See you in the next video.